All right, well, welcome to the first gameplay of How to Survive Zombies If You're a Zero. This is the first tabletop RPG coming out from Illuminacrum Studio Arts. My name is John, and I'm one of the co-authors on this game. And I have Sarah here as well. She's the other co-author. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
And yeah, so we're going to be playing How to Survive Zombies If You're a Zero today. We're going to run through a small campaign currently entitled Ranger Station Relief. And to do so, I'm going to be running the game, so I'm going to be the ZM or the Zombie Master instead of the Game Master. That's what we're calling it. And we're going to have three people playing different characters. Now, the characters they're going to be playing are pre-made characters that we've included in the core rulebook. So instead of giving everyone an actual name, we're just going to refer to them by their archetype, just so it makes everything clear. But first up, I guess we can check in with Sarah. What are you going to be playing today?
I will be playing the Mastermind, which I'm very excited about because it has a very cool wit.
And what are wits?
Wits are basically special skills that your player characters, or PCs as we call them, get to use to get an edge on any of the interactions that they have with the game. In this case, mine is, you can take him. And I basically get to stand back and give someone else my attack action, effectively allowing somebody to attack twice in a fight round, when normally they'd only get to attack once.
That's right. You stay out of the way. Let someone else do it.
Yes.
They can take them. Yeah. So yeah, pretty cool wit. I like it. And also just to mention, wits are essentially the level up mechanic in this game. So as you guys level up and reach new areas, new heights, new victories in your campaign for survival, you get more and more wits, and those kind of help specialize your character to give you little bonuses here and there. Next, we have Leon. What are you going to be playing, Leon?
I will be playing the Rampage.
Yeah, awesome. The Rampage. This is sort of the berserker class of the game here. Someone who wants to get in there and fight zombies, humans, animals, buildings, whatever. They just want to go in and hit stuff. So, and I believe with that, the weapon of choice is a sledgehammer. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So that's going to hit pretty hard. And the wit that the Rampage has here is called follow through. And whenever you deal damage with a two-handed weapon, which the sledgehammer definitely is, they get to do an extra 1 point of damage to an enemy that's in the same range. So basically swing it through, hit the main target, kind of clip into the next target. So really good at fighting. Not so great on the paying attention to things around them. But as we'll see, a good group balance can really help offset the negatives to the character. So awesome. So Mastermind, Rampage. Next we have Mimic. And what are you going to be playing, Mimic?
I am playing the Scout.
Oh, awesome. The Scout. Yeah. So Scout is all about, I hate to say it, but scouting, right? Sneaking around, trying to gather information. They have a really good attention, which we'll see is one of the stats in this game for the characters. And that lets them really scan the environment, see what's out there. So the scout's able to kind of sneak up, take a look around, sneak back, give the group information that's really going to help them succeed. And with that, I know you have a two-handed weapon, I believe. Is that correct?
Yep, the Katana.
A katana, sweet. Nice, quick slashing weapon. And then, what's the name of your wit?
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious, yeah. This is going to give the scout a +1 whenever they're trying to sneak around, whenever they're trying to hide. Just overall be stealthy. And yes, I did say +1. I know that doesn't sound like a big number coming from some other games, but even the small bonuses in this game make a big difference, as we'll see once we get into the gameplay. All right, so like I said earlier, we're going to be playing a survival story one-shot here, currently called Ranger Station Reprieve. And this is going to be for, I should say that game is pretty much designed for 3 to 5 players plus the zombie master. You can certainly make it work in other situations, but it's sort of the sweet spot. Today we have 3. and this one shot will work well for that. So, summary. This past week, that was pretty rough. The dead have come back to life, people are dying left and right. The season finale of Wild and Wacky Wisconsin was a really big letdown, but mostly that trying not to die thing. That was the toughest part. Luckily, all of you managed to survive the initial onslaught of the zombie apocalypse, and through chance meetings are all now safely outside the city and into the woods. Well, as safe as anyone can be nowadays in the woods. So, through the power of teamwork, your group has worked your way through said woods towards Half Moon State Park, named for its prominent crescent-shaped rock formations. The last couple days have brought the promise of reprieve from your new lifestyle, with a message you've heard countless times on your radio. Now, Gordon doesn't exactly sound like a leader, but this Forest Ranger's message has really inspired your group to push forward. He's been holding up at Ranger Station Luna since everything went down. His friendly voice offers sanctuary to any survivors listening. Food, water, shelter, shower, which we all know we really need a shower at this point. And while all the initial broadcasts have varied, Gordon's messages have been kind of the exact same since yesterday. He's a smart ranger. Record the message so it can be broadcast at all hours. It also frees him up from being stuck at the radio, so he's probably digging a garden or reinforcing the station. Either way, your group is running low on supplies, so you continue your travels, reaching Ranger Station Luna just as the sun starts to set. So that's what we're dealing with here. And I am going to give you guys a map real quick, just to give you an idea of what this is going to look like.
Sweet.
All right. So, currently on this map, you are down where, basically around the W, where it signifies west, down at the bottom. You've been approaching the station. And you can kind of see towards the left there is a bit of a trail there. You can't quite see in detail everything that's there, but you do see the station kind of sticking out between the trees. And yeah, at this point, if anyone wants to take a look around, you can. And what that means, take a look around, is a mechanic in the game. Allows the player to make a sort of mental check, either using smarts, judgment, or attention. Those are the three mental stats. And which one they decide to use is mainly on what they're looking for and how they're making that check. So, for example, if they're just trying to scan the environment, that would be attention. If they're trying to, maybe look around and see if they notice anything familiar to them, recall previous knowledge, that would be more smarts. If they're looking for maybe just a quick check to see what the most effective path is going to be, that could be considered judgment. So, looks like the mastermind's typing. So what do you want to do, mastermind?
I definitely want to take a look around, and I'm going to use smarts, because that's my best stat.
Awesome. And what is your smarts bonus?
My smarts bonus is a +3, which is like the
+3.
highest you can get.
Yeah. Yep, with initial creation.
Fortunately, that means my force is a -3.
Yeah, exactly. So, real quick, they don't sound like big bonuses, but our system is kind of based around 0, as described in the title. All your stats start at 0, and when you build a character, you get to apply some trade-offs. So you can choose up to 3 stats that'll allow you to increase them by +1, +2, or +3. The catch is you've got to lower a different stat by the same amount. So in this case, she wanted to be really smart, so she gave a +3 there, and to offset that, she was forced to take a -3, and she was forced to take it, but she didn't have to take it in force, but she did.
I mean, guys, I'm so tired. Are we almost there yet?
Nice. Cool. So, she rolled a d10. Everything in this game is based on a d10. It's pretty straightforward. Makes it nice and easy to resolve checks, and we can move back to the story. So she rolled an 8, added a +3 there for a total of 11. So anything 6 or higher on your roll is a success. Anything 5 or less is a fail. And the better you do or the worse you do, the better you do and the worse you do in game as well. So she did really well with an 11. This is something called a lucky break. Which means, yeah. So she's going to get a lot of extra information she wouldn't normally have if she had just gotten like a 6 to pass. So, since you're doing smarts, something that you will notice about the ranger station, right? It's built into the woods. It's designed to observe around, the forest around itself. So it's going to have a lot of windows. And this is a newer ranger station as well. You know that you've been living in this city next to this forest for a while. This was built recently, so it probably has maybe a little bit more high-tech things, including cameras. That's a possibility. And you do know that this is uphill, right? You are on the low ground. You're going to have to go uphill to get to this station. And someone's got a better chance of spotting you before you do of them based on, going up and down hills. Now, you do have the trees in front of you, so you know that can help obscure you.
So, are we just, gonna go up, or what? How do we want to handle this? You don't think he's dead, do you?
Well,
Nah, he's probably fine.
maybe. I could take a look around to see if maybe there's any zombies nearby.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
And for this, I'll be using my attention. So it's
Attention?
a +2.
Nice.
Woo.
All right, 8 + 2, 10, another lucky break. So you don't see anything initially. You don't see anything movement-wise. You can't really hear either, right? This is a forest, so there's a lot of sort of ambient forest noise going around anyways. But what you do see, obviously there's the left trail in front of you that you can kind of see on the map there. And there is a crescent-shaped boulder up there. But to your right, on the right side, there's sort of a little pathway that goes into the trees. And in that, you think, there's some disturbed foliage. Something definitely went through there. And it's enough that it looks like it wasn't a squirrel or anything, right? This is something bigger. And so there's very likely a chance that either someone snuck through there or there could be some zombies in those woods as well.
Oh,
Or it could be a bear. Probably not a bear. It's not that big, but, something's in there.
Okay, so what's the plan?
I don't know. Do we want to go quiet?
Being sneaky is, better than being loud and drawing attention.
I just look over at the rampage yeah.
Shrugs.
So we're leaving this guy here?
So
I say we just walk. Just keep your eyes out, it'll be fine.
Did the scout point out that there was something off to the right of us?
yeah, and I probably would have relayed that information.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe if we're sneaky enough, we can get by those zombies and get up to the house and get inside.
Okay. Perhaps I should lead the way?
Yeah, you do that. I think maybe we'll
Yes.
just wait here for you. And you just, wave us down when you're ready for us to come up.
Wait here.
I don't know. It's a ranger station. I don't want to get shot. And what if there's dead? Well, to be fair, it sounds like there's dead out here too. Fine, let's go.
Guess I'll take lead on that.
Yeah, are you going the left path, or are you going to try and go through that small little trail you see on the right?
Given we have someone who's probably not the sneakiest person, and I feel like they would be very loud going through the wooded path, taking the more traveled path would sound like a better idea.
Okay. Yep, you can do that. So you're going to work your way. So you said you want to go first, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you
I'll hop
want
in the
to,
middle.
you hop in the middle. All right.
Yeah.
Loud person is the last.
I guess I'll bring up the rear.
All right. Perfect. So, all right. Well, if you're gonna go first, do you want to? You're all gonna move together, or is the scout moving ahead first and then coming back?
I say we just stick together.
Stick together.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Cool. And you're just walking up, not trying to be extra sneaky.
Cautious, but I don't think like being like super sneaky will be necessary on an
cool.
open path.
Okay. No, sounds good. Awesome. Well, yeah. So you start to work your way up to that left path, and you reach that crescent-shaped rock there, the boulder. And the path, as you can see, kind of curves around to the right and then continues heading towards the ranger station. You can't quite see the station anymore. It's kind of obscured through the trees. You know that if you get up on the boulder, you might be able to see better. Would you like to continue on, or do you want to pause to take a look?
Being smart and taking a look might be a better idea.
After you, sister. I am not that nimble.
So I guess I'll scramble on top of the moon rock.
Yeah, that works. It's not entirely. Yeah, if you want it, you can use nimble to climb it. That's probably going to be the best way to do it. Just see how you do there.
Luckily, I have a +3 to nimble.
Hey, it's like you were meant to do this. Oh no!
Oh no,
Oh.
You rolled a 1.
it was a wet rock.
Yeah, a little slick. So technically, this is a failure, which means you aren't able to climb the rock really very well. Now, the key with this game is on a 4 or 5, it being a failure, you do have an option to succeed at a cost. And that cost is determined by the zombie master, the ZM, which in this case is me. If you want to succeed at a cost on a 4, you're going to take a fatigue point, and then there will be another additional cost. Fatigue is a resource in the system that the more you get, the worse it gets for you as the character, because the zombie master can spend those against you, including if you have enough of them to choose to kill the PC outright. Doesn't usually happen. It's more fun to mess with them instead. If you don't want to succeed at a cost, it's just going to delay you, and you're going to make a little bit of noise.
I don't need to get on the rock that badly. I think I'm okay.
All right, so you start to climb up this. You get about halfway up, and yeah, this is wet. It must have rained here recently, and you just sort of like your feet kind of like. It's like those old cartoons where they just slip and slide as you try to get your footing, and you just can't quite get it, and you slowly slide back down off the side of the boulder, and you are gonna make some noise. And just for fun, I'm gonna make this check in the chat. As the ZM, as the zombie master, you can always choose to make your rolls in secret if you want, because sometimes it helps tell a better story. We're gonna do this in public here because that seems more fun.
So he can torture us. Oh no!
Yep. Now I know what that check's for. They can probably assume what that's for, but they don't know for sure.
I know what that's for.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So you try to climb up the rock, slide down. Doesn't really work out. What would you guys like to do now?
Forget that mess. We should just keep going.
Agreed. Alright, lead the way.
All right. Well, you guys continue up the trail. So you notice that you have to kind of wrap around to the right, and then you're going to move up a little bit further before it opens back up heading east, or up in this case of the map as well. And as you do that, you do notice off to the right, so as you get to the almost like this clearing before the ranger station, on the left you see a row of bushes. On the right you see a line of trees, and just on the closer side of those line of trees, there is another little trail there, where some of the foliage is disturbed. And Scout, since you're taking point, can I have you make an attention check for me?
Can do. That's better.
Nice. Another lucky break. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Almost exactly opposite better. Yeah. Cool. So you are walking up and you start to hear some branches snapping. Some cracks. Sounds like something is kind of moving through that pocket of trees to your right. And because you got a lucky break, so I'll explain that a little bit more in depth again. So on a 6 or 7, that's a success. She successfully notices what's around her. She hears the snapping of the branches. If she got an 8 or 9, we would give it a helpful break, which is a little bit of extra information. And then a 10 or higher is a lucky break. So that's a lot of extra information. And in this case, the lucky break means that you are not at all surprised when 4 zombies come out of the woods at you guys. They do not get the drop on you, which would entitle them to a free fight round in advance. So what we're going to do is get into a fight. So to do this, everyone is going to be rolling a speed check, and that's going to determine the order in which we go. Speed is one of the stats as well. So they'll roll a d10, and they'll add their speed bonus, which may be a plus, could be a minus.
Oh no!
Mastermind, yes, very slow.
Oh, I am so slow on the uptake. I don't notice them at all. Oh no, rampage! No!
Alright. So not great rolls. Scout is doing scout
okay.
things, right? Yeah. And we're just gonna roll some numbers here too. So Scout and Page, Mastermind, and we're just gonna insert some zombies. For the sake of transparency, those zombies all have -3 to their speed. So.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. There's still a bunch of still half of them are going to go before most of you guys, but
I deserve that with that roll. It's terrible.
I agree, that was terrible. Good job. All right, cool. So, we've got our fight order determined. Scout, Zombie 1, Zombie 2, the Rampage, Zombie 3, Mastermind, Zombie 4. So first up is the Scout. On your fight turn, you have a free action you get to take a look around. Again, another smarts, judgment, or attention check. If you want to use it, it's not mandatory. And then you get to take 2 other actions of the following. There's the attack action, so you can attack something. You're limited to doing that once per turn. There's the defend action, also limited to once per turn. And what that does is, before your next turn, whenever you would have to make a defense roll, which is likely considering you're about to be attacked, that grants you something called odds in your favor when you make that defense roll. And it applies to just the first defense roll you make. And odds in your favor is basically they get to roll 2 10-sided dice and take the better one. There's also something called odds not in your favor, which means you'd roll 2 10-sided dice and take the worst one. So that's the defense, or the defend action. There's the interact action, which allows you to interact with the environment in some way. That's making any sort of skill check. That could be digging through your bag for some kind of item. That could be If one of these trees was falling over, which it's not, but you could possibly push that over to try and land it on a zombie or something like that, or block their way. That's the interact action. There is the help action. This allows you to help a friend in your group. And what that does is when you do that, it gives a friend +1 to the next roll they make on their turn. And it only lasts until their turn. So if they go their turn without using it, it goes away. PC can only be helped once on their turn, so they can only ever have a +1. Unless you take a wit, that changes that, but we won't get into that here. And the last action is move. So this lets a player, get a quick burst of movement, reposition. We're operating on a range system, so if something is in close range, it's right next to you. And most of this is going to be close range, so we probably won't have to worry about that. But there's medium range, long range, and far range. Generally, it takes a move action to move from one range to the next. But we'll talk about that as it comes up. So those are the 5 actions that you get to do on your turn. So what would you like to do, Scout? You're staring down 4 zombies that come out of the trees at you guys.
So I should probably take a look around and see where they are in reference to myself to know which zombies should be a priority.
Yeah, go for it. That could just be attention, just to scan. You and your tents. Yeah. You see the 4 zombies come out basically in a line, almost like they came out of the woods at the same time. They're coming from the right side, and if you look at the map, basically as you turn the corner and you start heading towards the ranger station after you've passed the crescent-shaped rock, you guys are coming up that way, and all 4 of them kind of come from the right in a line at a wall, like sort of a wall coming at you guys. There's one right in front of you. There's one right in front of the mastermind, and then there's actually 2 right in front of the rampage, who is in the rear.
Okay. How far away are they?
I would say for you, the one in front of you, the mastermind, and the one in front of the mastermind are all within close range. The rampage and the other 2 in front of him, I'd say, will be at medium range, so it would take a move action to get to them.
Okay. Well, I have a katana, so I figure I might as well try to attack the zombie that's right in front of me.
Yeah, if you want a katana, go for it.
Okay.
Cool. So you're going to make an attack roll. And we'll probably pop the character sheet up right now so people can see. But the math is done for you under tracking on the right. There is the weapons, katana. 2 hands is circled, so we know it's a 2-handed weapon, which gives it a weapon bonus. The WB is +2. The stat, in this case, is speed, so it's +3. So the total attack bonus is +5. And all 2-handed weapons, all basic 2-handed weapons anyways, will deal 4 damage when they hit. So if you want to roll your d10 and add that +5 to see if you can hit, the zombie is going to roll the d10 and add its defense bonus, which is not great. So, and by not great, I mean it's 0. So let's see if I can beat a 7.
Oh,
not
so
quite.
close.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Even if I got a 7 for the zombie, the tie always goes to the attacker. Again, I should say, every time I say something, the follow-up is unless a wit changes that.
Yeah.
Wits can kind of break the rules a little bit. So, but yeah, 7 is greater than 6. I remember math. So you're going to hit, and that means you're going to deal 4 damage to this zombie. This is a basic level 1 zombie grunt. It has 4 toughness, which is its hit points. And 4 damage means 4 toughness loss, means toughness 0, means it is dead. How would you like to kill it?
I'm gonna go for the classic zombie kill and just slice its head off.
Nice. Yep, you just line up one big swing, slash horizontally straight through, head goes flying, zombie blood goes flying. Yeah, you do it with style. Awesome.
Ooh,
Well, that was your attack action. So you do have one more action remaining.
I know the mastermind's probably not the strongest person, so I'm going to use the help action to help her out to maybe see if she can, not die.
All
Thank
right,
you.
that sounds good. So with help action mastermind, you'll get a +1 to a roll that you make either before or on your next turn, and you do have to use it, or use it or lose it, as they say. Cool. All right. Well, good job, Scout. That was your fight turn. Up next would be the one you just killed. So good job on that.
Yeah.
Up next is the other one, and yes, that is the one in front of the mastermind. So it is going to move up to you, mastermind, and it is going to try and attack you.
Great.
Yep. So we'll pull up the character sheet for the mastermind here real quick, but the defense calculations are: you take a roll, you add your resilience, and you add any armor bonus you have. Mastermind, do you have any resilience?
I don't. I'm totally gonna burn that +1 from the scout. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself +1 to this roll. But other than that, I have no armor and no resilience modifier.
Gotcha. So just a straight roll, but you get +1 here. So let's see what you get.
Oh, thank
Number
God.
7. All right. The zombie gets to roll. It has an attack bonus of 1, so it's going to roll a d10 and add +1.
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Not too bad. So the zombie grunt deals 2 damage to you as it claws at you, which means you're going to lose 2 toughness. Again, I say not bad because player characters have 15 toughness, so you can take a bunch more of those, but not too much. But here's the other mechanic at play. There's a system called infection in this game, and whenever you get infection, it's really bad because it gives you a -1 to all your stats until you're able to cure it, or essentially until it eventually kills you. And there are easy enough ways to cure this in the game using antibiotics, antidotes, things like that. Zombie Grunt level 1, as seen on screen right now, has an infection percentage of 10%. So that means if the mastermind gets a 1 on their infection check, then they're going to be infected. And infection checks are dice roll plus resilience, which I know is 0. So you're just going to roll your d10, right?
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Good news is just if 5 is more than 1, you're not infected.
Yay.
That's the blessing of the grunts. They're not super hard, unless there's a ton of them. Which there's only 4 and 3 now actually, since 1's dead. Cool. Good news is that was its turn. Rampage, you are up. You have 2 zombie grunts in front of you.
Which one's closer to the mastermind?
We'll call this grunt 3, but that's the one on your left.
All right, I'm gonna go attack that one with my hammer.
All right. Yeah, go for it. Give a swing. As we can see on the screen right now, the Rampage has a lot of force, yeah?
Yep.
+3. And it's a 2-handed weapon, so it's getting a +2 weapon bonus, so +5 total. Oh!
Adrenaline rush.
Well, I'm gonna roll for the zombie. We'll come back to that one second. Yeah, so 15 beats your 3, or beats the zombie's 3, so you definitely hit. But we get to trigger an adrenaline rush. So when you roll a natural 10 on any check, it triggers an adrenaline rush, and that does different things based on the check. For an attack, what you're gonna do, actually, I should say most adrenaline rushes, you roll an extra d10 and see if you get a 10 again. That's the main goal. In this case, it'll let him do more damage. So go ahead and roll your d10 again. You don't have to add the bonus. Just a 4, so no extra stuff on this one. But had he hit another 10, it would have given him an extra set of weapon damage. So instead of dealing 4 damage, he would have done 8 damage. But 4 damage, though, again, on a zombie grunt, good enough to kill it. How would you like to do that?
I'll crack it in the side of the head with the hammer, sending its jaw flying.
Nice. I like it. And don't forget, you have the wit follow through. Whenever you deal damage with a two-handed weapon, you get to deal 1 additional damage to an enemy in range.
Nice. Is the other one in range from?
I would say the one in front of you is in range, and the one in front of the mastermind is also in range.
Sweet.
Which one would you like to go for?
Go for the one in front of the mastermind.
Nice. Yeah, so you smack this thing in the head with a hammer. You basically gulf the head towards the other zombie in front of the mastermind. It hits it, and that zombie is going to lose 1 toughness.
Nice.
Crushed it. Awesome. That was your attack. You have another action.
For my other action, I'll use the defend.
Defend? Okay. Good. So you're going to have the odds in your favor on your next defense check you make before your next turn.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Up next, well, it would have been that zombie, but you just took its head off. So, Mastermind, you're up.
Oh,
you have a zombie in front of you that just clawed you a little bit and then got hit with its zombie friend head.
Okay, well, the first thing I'm going to do is, you can take it, and I'm going to point to the one right in front of me.
Okay, using your wit.
Yep.
So that's going to allow, I'm assuming, the rampage or the scout?
Oh, rampage. Hit him again.
Rampage. All right. Yep, so that wit allows, whenever you take the attack action, you can let someone else make that attack instead. So Rampage, you get to make another attack at the one you just hit with the other one's head.
Ooh, quick technical question. Is
Yeah.
he in range of that one, or is that mid-range to him? Because if the scout is closer, I'll give it to the scout.
I would say they're both... I'd say they're both probably in close range. You guys were walking.
Gotcha.
You guys weren't, 10 feet apart or anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of right in the middle.
Yeah. All right, Rampage, make your free attack. You have to beat it too. Not hard. Literally can't fail. Nice, yeah, 11. So you basically, as the zombie head you set flying hits this one in front of the mastermind, it kind of turns its attention real quick in time to see a hammer coming down straight on it. As you sledgehammer this thing right in the face, and it dies as well. Crushed it. Guys are doing pretty good. There's only one grunt left, so this is to the right of the rampage. And Mastermind, you still have your other action.
Oh, I do. I'm gonna run.
You're gonna move? Okay.
I'm gonna go around the scout and run towards the cabin.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say on that map, you basically get up towards the clearing where it just starts to break out. You can see the bushes on your left, the tree line on your right, and the station kind of opens up in front of you. We'll come... I'm sorry.
It's a little out of order, but can I burn my look around?
Yeah, it's a free action, so you get to do it on your turn. So
Okay.
if you want to take a look around now, you can.
I'm definitely... I want to look for something different than just, smarts technology stuff. I want to use a judgment check in order to judge the best way to get up to that cabin without being seen.
Nice, yeah, definitely judgment. Go ahead and roll that check. What's your judgment bonus?
It's a +2.
Nice.
Which I'm sure I'll suffer for later. Because I might have given a -2 to my attention.
Oh no. It's all good. Yeah, 11, awesome. So another lucky break. So as you look at this cabin, technically a ranger station. It looks awful like a cabin though.
Oh, right.
These all have that rustic kind of cabin wood appearance and feel to them. Yep, as you see that, it is sort of set into the hill. If you remember, I said we're moving uphill. So there is one level that looks to be like a basement level. And in the middle of that station there, you do see this white sort of large sliding door. That is at ground level. And then the hill starts to come up on the left and right side of that and works its way up. You do see windows facing you, and then on the left side you can see the window. It has the curtains covered, so you can't really see into it too much. There's a little slit there. With your lucky break, I'm going to let you know that you do see a little bit of movement in there. You can't make out what it is. It's clearly not someone just standing there watching you, but there was movement. On the right side, there are some windows as well, and along the perimeter of this building, again, there's the bushes to the left, trees to the right, and then the tree line continues on both sides, on the north and south side, as you go up the hill. So the best way to approach this is going to be either through the tree lines or through the bushes to get a better view if you want. But then if you want to go to the door, that basement door, you're going to have to go out into a clearing, so you're going to be a little bit exposed.
Okay.
You know that. If you want to try and reach the other side of the building, which you would assume is probably the regular main level at this point, because it goes uphill, you could use the tree line to sort of skirt around and take a look from there.
Okay. Well, that's all I got for this turn, so carry on.
All right, so it is the last remaining zombie's turn. It is in front of you, Rampage, so it's going to walk up and try to bite you. You did take the defend action, so you have the odds in your favor on your defense roll. So you're going to roll 2d10, and then add your defense total, which I believe is +3. Yes, it is. All right.
Wow.
So,
Uh-oh.
odds were in your favor, but not really, I guess. Same odds. So, all right. Well, the zombie is going to deal 2 damage to you. So you're going to lose 2 toughness, down to 13. The good news is, though, it only has a 10% chance to infect. And because you add +3 to your roll, the lowest you can get on this is a +4. Is a 4 total. So you're not going to get infected by this particular zombie. Zombies in the future, we'll see what happens. All right. Well, after that, it was its turn. So Scout, it is your turn.
Well, there's one more zombie left.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched the mastermind run away.
Yep.
Um,
And you saw this zombie take a bite out of the Rampage.
So I'm going to help my friend because he's obviously big and strong, and we need him for the future.
All right.
So, do I have to move to get close to this one?
Yeah, I think it'll. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you got closer, so I think it's one more move action to get there.
Okay. So I'll use my move to get up within close range,
Yep.
and then I am going to attack the zombie with my very trusty katana.
All right. Go ahead. Rolled an 8, so the tire being an 8. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Yes. You slice into this one, and you're going to deal another 4 damage, which means this one's going to die. So how do you want to do it?
This one I want to do the classic split down the middle.
But yeah, you bring that katana up, slice right down, divide him into 2, and he falls apart onto the ground in front of you. Awesome. Good job. You guys crushed it. These zombies are all dead, and the fight is over.
Good job, guys. I knew you could do it. Mastermind gives a thumbs up from, like, really far away.
You could glare from really far away.
Awesome. So, as you finish up, you do hear more footsteps. And I would say, Scout, as you slice this zombie in half and it fell apart, your view opened up from between the zombie, and you see a person walking towards you. You know, this isn't a zombie, this is an actual person. And this is where we're going to introduce the True Zero. James, how you doing?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling
Yeah.
a little a little excited here because I just watched this group take out some zombies here. So
Awesome. Yeah, you're playing the True Zero, which means you opted not to take any of the stat trade-offs. So all your stats are at 0, which is a little tough in the beginning because it's sort of a coin flip. The real strength of the True Zero lies in later game, where you get more and more wits, so it allows you to customize your strengths while not having any glaring weaknesses. Because of that, everyone else has 1 wit. You're going to get 2. It's a feature of the True Zero. You always get an extra wit when you start out. Your wits are I Hear Dead People, which gives you a +1 to attention checks made to detect zombies. And then Must Go Faster is your other wit, which may or may not come up here, but anytime you have to make a speed check, if you're moving, running, you get to sprint, giving the odds in your favor for that, but the odds not in your favor on nimble checks, so could be handy in a contested speed check, but just don't trip, right?
oh, for sure. But I'm feeling lucky. It'll be fine. It'll go good.
Yeah, you got it.
Hopefully.
Cool. All right. Well, the rest of you guys see this person come up here.
I'm going to dive into the bushes and try to hide.
I already have my katana out and kind of pointing in his direction, so I'd be like, "Hold up, bub."
Oh, hey, take it easy. Literally just watch you guys decimate this group here, and I don't know, man. I'm just kind of wandering around trying to figure out where to go. I heard the announcement, and I'm trying to find my way there. Do y'all know the way?
We're pretty close by.
Well, if you want to point me in the direction, I'm more than happy to go and stay out of your way, but not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind going with y'all if that's okay.
Hey, the more the merrier.
Just kind of shrug and then remove their katana from his direction, I guess.
Perfect. Mastermind, you want to make me a nimble check? So you dive into the bushes. All right, you rolled a 5.
Oh, man.
Technically, that's a failure, which could present certain consequences. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
I would, because I
would.
don't want to be seen right now.
All right. Yeah, you waste no time and just immediately dive into this bush. So you succeed on doing that. So you do that before the True Zero was able to spot you. But you didn't take time to check to see if this bush is full of thorns.
Oh.
So you are going to scratch yourself up on these, and you're going to lose 1 toughness.
Okay.
Yeah. So the cost can be any, something mechanical like that, or it could be something from a narrative perspective. Our main goal with this game is just to leave it as open as possible, so that the zombie master and the players can, tell a really awesome story about being a zero, where people are going to screw up, and hopefully when they do, it'll be really funny. Awesome. Yeah. So you're hidden. But yeah, you guys are pretty much right at this, about to hit this clearing. That's where the mastermind is, to go and finally see this ranger station. In True Zero, I should say there is a map. If you scroll up in the chat towards the top, that's what you guys are currently looking at. You're coming up right around where that crescent-shaped rock is on the left, and the trail, the bushes above that, a little further above that, is where the mastermind just opened.
I see it. Yep, there it is.
All right, so mastermind's hiding. The rest of you are moving up towards the ranger station.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, as you guys move up the trail, it does start to open up into this clearing. And before you step out into it, do you want to take a look around?
Sure, I'll have a look-see.
Okay.
I'll use my attention because everything else is terrible.
Yeah. Again, the rampage, great at fighting, not so good at noticing things. That's a 5. Would you like to succeed at a cost?
No.
No. All right. Yeah, you take a look. You're just like, yeah, it's what I expected. It's a building.
I'll be like, you are kind of blind there, sir. Let me take a look. And I'll look around.
Perfect.
Suit yourself.
Eight, yes. So helpful break. And you're using what stat?
Attention, just to look around, make sure
Good.
that it's safe and good to
Yep.
go.
Sure. So you kind of scan the environment there. The stuff I already described to the mastermind. You kind of see all that as well. There's a basement door. It's kind of like a big sliding door. That is there. You see the windows on the left and right sides. The left side, again, has curtains. You don't see the movement that the mastermind saw, but you will kind of see, again, the same sort of tree lines that go around, so you can sneak up that way. Something that you do see that the mastermind didn't is in front of that sliding door, there is a security camera that's pointing down towards that door. That'll be your helpful break.
Okay, good to know. I'll point that out to the blind Rampage and the Zero who's next to me.
But you have no idea where the mastermind is, by the way.
Actually,
That's a concern.
question, because the scout got an 8 and I only rolled a 5. Do you think that would constitute them seeing me?
That was before. Now that they're up here, I'm gonna let you make another nimble check if you want.
Oh, nimble. Okay.
Or is there any other stat you would like to justify here?
No, I don't think there's any stat I could justify here. Nimble is pretty much it.
Okay.
Whew.
10, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, so with that, you are hiding. No one is going to notice you at this point, I think, with your lucky break, until you want to reveal yourself.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna park my butt right here then, and just watch them.
Okay. Creepy. It's hiding in the bushes.
Everybody looked at the building, right?
Everyone but you so far, yeah.
I'm not gonna try to look for the building. I'm just gonna see if there's any more zombies around.
Okay.
Because
yeah,
we reached a clearing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, go for it. Have you make an attention check. You do get +1 because of your wit. I hear dead people.
Oh,
Would you like to succeed at a cost?
no. I think
No.
I think everybody pretty much already saw everything, and I'm just gonna assume I don't see any.
That's fair. You do not see anything, or see any zombies in this clearing at all.
I don't see any zombies, everybody, so I guess we're kind of clear.
We should probably get closer. Do we know where the other one went?
There was another one of y'all?
Yeah, she ran away from the fight.
Should we look around for her, or will she come back?
I don't know, she's supposed to be the smart one, and sticking with the group is usually the smart decision.
Did I make things awkward? I mean, I could go.
No, man, you're fine. You're cool. I'm sure she'll be fine.
I mean, I don't smell that bad, I don't think.
I mean, you're not any worse than this guy.
Everyone's a little gamey. All right. Well, until the mastermind reveals themselves, what would you guys like to do? again, if you could approach the door if you want, the basement door there. There's a camera in front of it. You could also try to work your way up the hill around to the other side of the building, the east side. Up to you guys.
I mean, the announcement asked us to come.
Mhm.
Being out in the woods longer is more likely for us to find more zombies. So, I say door.
You could try the door, yeah.
Okay.
Guess
Yeah,
I'll
I'll-
go knock.
You're going up to the basement door there, the big sliding door.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you walk up. You're gonna give it a knock, and bang, bang, bang. You see nothing for a second. You hear nothing for a second. Well, probably more like 10 seconds, really. You knock again, and eventually you hear a little sort of mechanical sound. And you look up, and that camera that's looking at you is kind of pivoting and can actually see you now.
I'm gonna wave at it.
Wave at it.
Yep.
Okay. After about a second, you do hear a voice. There is sort of an intercom, or there's at least a speaker that connects here. And you hear it say, Hey, you made it. Have you been listening to the radio?
Yeah, we heard the message that came over the radio.
Awesome. That's great. We've been trying to get more people here so that we can all survive together. I've got a lot of food here. I've got a lot of water. I've been stashing it here for a while, working here. I'm Gordon. I'm the guy on the radio.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I didn't realize you were there too.
Oh shit, I thought we all went up, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, they see the camera start to pan around. It's like, oh, there's more of you. That's wonderful. Everyone's okay?
Yeah. For the most part, you had zombies in your front yard.
Yeah, they keep popping up all around, If I had more time, I'd, build some kind of wall or something, or fence, but, this only happened last week, so I'm only doing what I can.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, if you guys want, if everyone can you come around up to the front side? The main door is up there. I'll be able to get you guys in here.
So we do have to go to the front.
Yeah, that's just gonna be easier.
For you.
It's just around the hill.
Scout's gonna shrug and look at the others.
Is there a reason why we can't come in this door?
Well, it's locked up pretty good, and it's gonna take a while for me to get down there to unlock it. Whereas the front door is not locked, and that's where I'm at.
I mean, we
Right
could
in
wait.
the main room. Now, come on up. It'll be easier.
I think we should do what he says. I don't mind the walk.
If any of you three want to make a judgment check, you can.
I have no judgment, but I will try. You seem sus.
All right.
Not that sus, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's the voice you heard on the radio there, Scout. Like, sounds the same guy, so. Let's see. Rampage, would you like to succeed at a cost at all?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Let's see here. So, with that 6, and the true 0 has a 6. So with your success, this person, it seems weird they're asking you to come to the front door, but at the same time, if they've been sort of trying to set up a survival shelter and everything, that maybe this door is just barricaded. So going around to the front door isn't going to be really an issue in any way. Like, there's nothing really suspicious about the front door part of it.
Yeah, already.
And that's your success, so you know I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. For your cost, I am just going to give you a fatigue point.
All right.
And we'll see if we do something with that later. Yeah, so, I guess we'll describe it as this. Since you're not really the brainy one in the group, you're trying to think through everything, and it's taxing on your simple brain. Yep.
I mean, he seems to be telling, he seemed to be acting weird. He's telling the truth. I think we should just go around the front. But I mean, you don't got to listen to me. I know I just jumped in. I don't know.
Yeah, no, come on up. I mean, like I said, I've been trying to barricade this whole area, just try to keep myself safe and keep everyone else here safe. At least when they get here. It's been pretty lonely without anybody so far.
All right, you got a weapon there, new guy?
Huh? Me? Oh, yeah. I got this. And I just hold out a kitchen knife. It's my trusty knife.
Huh. Well, you can try to shank him, I guess. So I
Shank
Pretty
me?
good with it.
no, the zombies that might show up when we get around to your front door.
Oh, yeah. Hold on one second. Yeah, I just checked the window. There's no zombies there. You're safe. Come on. Come on up, quick. Some might show up, so you better come up now.
All right. I guess we're leaving the mastermind out here.
I will watch this whole interaction. I don't know if I'm close enough to hear anything.
Not really.
But when I see them start to go around the building, I'm going to slink through the bushes behind them, trying to stay hidden.
Okay. Are you guys going up the left side or the right side? Based on that map.
Roll for it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, the left side's more
D2.
open than the right side. Because the right side looks like it has generators.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So. I mean,
All right. Well, you guys start to work your way up the hill on the left side of the building. Mastermind, you see them start going up right in front of you in those bushes. If
Yeah,
you want to
just
try and
gonna-
work your way over, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna just slink behind them. I don't I don't want to draw the attention of the camera that I saw, and I also am gonna try to stay hidden from them, but I'm more concerned about being seen by the building or by zombies than I am by the rest of the party.
Gotcha. I'll say with your previous lucky break that the camera won't see you.
Cool.
We'll say it's just mainly for what's in front of that door, so it can't pivot out and zoom in and stuff. But since you're moving through that, I'll probably have to have you make another check
Okay, fair enough.
just to do so. So I would say another nimble check to see if you can sneak through behind everyone.
Ah,
Nice. Yeah, you're able to sneak through no problem. And with the helpful break, I'll let you actually make it up through the tree line on the left side there, being able to stay behind them a little bit of a distance and work your way up as well. So you'll be able to reach the other side of the building.
cool.
Cool. As the other three of you around, you kind of crest the top of this hill, it opens up to another clearing area on the east side of this building. It's the top of the hill, so it's now flat. You see like a picnic table, you see a fire pit, things like that. You do see the stairway up to the main door, as this is raised up just a little bit. I should say that the sun is starting to set now, so it is setting in the west there. And as you start to turn, you're kind of getting a little bit of a glare until you move like in front of the building. What would you like to do?
I guess we're heading to the door.
Okay. Yep. You work your way over to that stairwell, and Mastermind, at this point, are you coming out or you stay in the trees?
I'm gonna just watch from the tree lines, trying to stay hidden.
Okay. Sure. So the three of you, that's not the Mastermind, you work your way up and head up to the stairs. And as you get there, the door opens and out pops what looks like, you assume, Ranger Gordon. He's a bit of a bigger guy, kind of a burly guy, so that might make sense considering he's out in the forest, being a forest ranger. And he's like, comes up to you, he's like, "Hey guys, saw you on the camera. You look the same. I'm assuming it's the rest of you. You didn't see any more zombies on the way up, did you?"
Thankfully, no.
No. Well, that's good. See, I told you. I looked. Didn't see any. Well, yeah, come on in. I've got, we've got food, water. This is shelter. It's wonderful, and hoping we can, maybe build a community up here. And he steps back. You guys want to go in?
Sure.
It's the classic Game Master question. Do you want to do this? Everyone's like, probably, but now I'm not so sure because you asked.
Can I turn around to the field that we're now looking at in the front and see if
Yeah.
there are any more zombies?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make another attention check with your +1 for your wit. So you kind of spin around, look around, checking out the clearing, checking out that tree line in the back. You don't see any zombies there at all. I will say, with the helpful break, as you turn around, you do see to your left, so if you're on the stairs, technically to your left, there's a garage door that goes into the building. On the top of the building, you do see like some solar panels. And then to the right of the building, there is a window, but it is blocked. It looks like there's like some kind of shelving in front of it. So that's not something you noticed initially, but that's what your helpful break will be, is you see that the window on that side is blocked.
Huh. Body barricaded window. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it looks clear out here, Gordon. It's all cool. What's up, man?
Yeah, I told you. Come on in. Make yourselves
Sure.
home. Must have been a tough hike to get up here, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going in.
Go
Gotta
in
go.
and look around.
All right. The three of you go into a room here. Real quick, Mastermind, what you're doing?
I think now that they're inside, can I take a look around and see if there's more cameras on the front?
Sure.
Um,
What stat would you like to use?
I'm gonna argue smarts on this one. I want to try to get a layout of, like, just how high-tech is this building.
Okay. That works for me. So again, anyone that's watching this, you can kind of justify what stats you want to use, and the ZMs should be kind of open to that sort of narrative negotiation, we're calling it. So if she wanted to just kind of take a look around and see if she saw any extra cameras, that would probably be attention. But she's using the smart tech. She knows, electronic systems, how they would be set up. So recalling previous knowledge. I assume you maybe worked in some kind of electronics store before this?
Yeah, probably. Worked in IT for forever in the city, and let's just say I'm not adjusting very well to this new world.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah. You check where you would think these would be set up, and you do see one over the main door that they just went in, and then there's one over the garage door. But that's it for cameras. And you also, with that, you're looking for a security system, right? You do see I'll say again, you see the solar panels on the roof. So you know that there's at least solar energy here available to power this. There's probably something else as well. I'm sure there's generators, possibly burning gas and stuff like that. You look to see if there's going to be any sort of alarms on the windows or anything, and I'll make that your helpful break.
Okay.
Is that you don't see any like window alarms or anything, just the cameras.
Okay. Knowing what I know about the camera ranges, is it possible to get up to that window that you had described had shelving in front of it, and just sort of like peek in, unsuspicious like?
Yeah, you could do that. I think the camera is mostly on the door, so it's not going to be able to pivot to see you. And also, actually, you wouldn't know this because you weren't at the first one. So yes, you could sneak up. You could sneak up and try to take a look in there if you want to do that.
Okay.
I'll say that the odds are in your favor because no one knows where you are, and they're also busy talking to each other inside the doorway now as they move into the room. So I'll give you the odds in your favor on the nimble check to sneak over there. And then Rampage, I know you wanted to take a look around after once you got inside, so we'll get there.
Okay.
Well, you have odds in your favor, so go again. Nine.
Woohoo.
Yeah, you sneak over there. No problem, just as they're entering the doorway. And you get up to the window, and is there anything you want? I'm going to ask you this as the player. Since you got a helpful break on your nimble check, what do you think that would mean to you?
I think that would mean I could position myself so that I could see but not be seen.
I like it. That sounds good to me. It is sort of, again, they had to take stairs to get up to the door, so it is raised up a little bit, so you can sort of crouch down and just kind of peer over the windowsill.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I
get
guess
up there.
There's no escaping it. I'm going to have to do an attention check.
Just to look around, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the fun part about this game is really you can work on making, determining how you do things to play to your strengths. But eventually you're probably going to have to make some kind of check you're not good at.
Oh, thank God. At least I succeeded.
Yeah, you could still succeed though. That's good. You look in and you really can't see much because of the shelving in the way. It looks like these are actually sort of like bookshelves. There's a lot of books, obviously, but there's also like binders full of maps and things like that, charts. All the things like a ranger station might have as far as the local area. You see a book on local wildlife, a binder that just says grid maps within 25 meters, sorry, 25 miles around that. So you're seeing a lot of just sort of things that would be pretty straightforward for a ranger station, nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, but can I hear them?
With 7, I mean, you hear sort of muffled talking. You can't really make out what they're saying as the door closes. Like, you can kind of hear them, and then they close the door as they go in, and you can't really make out much after that. It's very muffled.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much all I got.
Okay. So we'll come back to the rest of the group. You guys cut in, or come in, close the door behind you. Rampage, you want to take a look around? Six. Nice. Yep. I'm going to share a new map with you guys. Welcome to the first floor. So as you guys step in, with your 6, you look around for attention. You see, a door to your left that you saw the garage door, so you're pretty sure that's the door to the garage that goes into the main part. You are essentially in what's called the radio room or the tech room. As you look to your right, there's all these shelves. There is the one, there's ones in front of the window. All the way to the right is a bench, or like a workbench sort of, or a table that's built into the wall. It has the radio. You see the recording device that's playing the message. You also see the few monitors that link up to the cameras and the intercom mic. In front of you, there's a doorway, and then slightly to the left, there's a hallway that leads to a door, and you can sort of see just the beginning of some stairs that go down. So if you were to go down those stairs, you would have to go all the way to the bottom of the map, turn around, and then walk down. So the white line in the stairs is essentially signifying the next level down.
Okay.
So, Ranger Gordon invites you guys in. He's like, I'm glad you guys were able to get here. This is so great. We can, we'll finally have some people to start maybe building this place up, put some walls up, maybe start a garden. To be a great way for us to really work together. So, have you guys been out in those woods since everything started, or did you just get here? And it's been about a week or so since the whole apocalypse has gone down.
So I'd say at least me, the big dude, and our friend who's kind of vanished outside came from the city and made our way out here. I don't know where this guy came from.
Oh, there's more of you out there?
Oh God, you said it out loud.
Just the one. They disappeared? Hope they didn't
they vanished. I don't know. She ran away and
Just now? But they were so close.
yeah, right when we killed the zombies. I don't know.
You killed zombies out there? Wow. Well, that's good. We need good fighters. And I do my part, but I'm only one person. Couldn't possibly kill a lot of things like that.
Yeah, I pulled cool moves from the traipsing semi alive comic books. You know those?
I wish I did. Seems like they've come in handy, yeah?
They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, maybe if we get a base established and we do supply runs or something, we might be able to find some. I'd love to find out more about that.
Sure.
Well, hopefully your friend shows up. And you said this other one, you guys aren't together? As he points at the true zero.
I just kind of found them doing their thing and killing zombies. I was trying to make it here. Lucky I made it, honestly, by myself, but I just ran.
Well, sometimes you gotta do that. It's a tough world out there now. But I'm glad you made it. Glad everyone made it. And you see him go to the door and open it up and just start looking around. It's like, hey, are you out there? Yelling out, looking for the friend.
Oh shit. Do I make out that he's coming to the door?
You can't really hear the mumbling, so probably not. I'll let you, if you want, I'll let you make a nimble check to try and see if you can sort of dive towards the end of the building if you want.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try.
But why?
I don't know. I don't know why.
I'm a mastermind. I don't trust you guys.
There's
yeah, you
always
can't
one,
fight
right?
either. And you're outside.
Okay.
Well, it's not pretty.
Well, I mean, it's a success. So, as you hear these footsteps sort of start moving towards the door, you dive towards the edge of the building and kind of get around the corner there. Just as the door opens up, just as he starts yelling out, "Are you out there? Your friends are in here. They're looking for you. I'm Ranger Gordon. I've been the one on the radio."
I'm not saying anything.
All right, well, if you change your mind and you're out there, come on in. Got plenty of food, plenty of water. The shower's even working. And he'll come back in and close the door. Well, I hope they show up, guys. Be unfortunate for them to get eaten out there, especially if you guys just killed some zombies.
Yeah, she was pretty smart, so I don't know.
Cool. All right, well, yeah. So this is the place. This is where I got all the radio. Got my workshop back here as he points to the door to the bottom left of the map, that little corner of a room. And I've got plenty of supplies in the storage room over there, which he points to the bottom right corner.
Would I be able to see what kind of supplies he's got?
Yeah, if you guys want to go take a look, go ahead.
While they're doing that, I'm going back around to that window that I saw something moving in.
Back to the front of the building? Okay. Cool. We'll start with supplies, and then we'll come back to you, Mastermind.
Okay.
Is there anybody else here, or is it just you?
Oh no, it's just me so far. I've been broadcasting this message, and it's been, I don't know, it's been a week since this has all gone down, so I've been broadcasting this thing for maybe 5 days now. And you guys have only heard it for a few days since you got into the woods. But yeah, I just people are trying to, I don't know if anyone was even going to make their way out here. But, I'm not alone now. I've got you guys. It's great. Now, if anyone wants to make a judgment check to check any of this stuff at any point, you're welcome to do that.
I kind of want to make a judgment check now.
Go for it.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh, it checks out. He seems legit.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, that's great. Rampage, yes, you believe this 100%. Everything sounds great. It's very, very official sounding. I love seeing minus totals. It's always so much fun.
Right?
Wow.
Oh no!
So yeah.
That's believable.
Yeah. So for both of you, so since you got, we talked about the successes. We'll talk about the failures part now. 4 or 5, right? You just fail. You have a chance to succeed at a cost. If it's a 2 or 3, that's something called a bleak complication, which means you fail even harder. And then if you get a 1 or less, that's a grim complication, and you fail really hard. So Rampage and Scout, you guys both believe them 100%. And what this means for the grim complication is if you try to make any judgment checks on what he's saying in the future, the odds are not in your favor.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the complication. True Zero, you have a 9. So with this, the first thing you know is his voice sounds very similar to the one you've heard on the radio, but every now and then it's not quite the same. Seems to slip into some other, you can't quite place it what it is, but it's like the accent changes just slightly. And he is talking very fast. It's kind of like, a little jittery. Maybe he's hopped up on coffee, maybe caffeine, but that could indicate that he is lying to you as well. So at this point, you really aren't sure if he's telling the truth. You're not even sure if this is Ranger Gordon.
Oh no.
That basement's more sus now, isn't it?
You know what? You mentioned the showers. I heard you yelling about the showers. The showers are working?
Yeah, well, sort of. I mean, it's been a little troubling, but they worked. It's not hot at the moment. I'm trying to fix that. But they are working. Those are down in the basement.
I could use a shower. Big guy here really needs a shower.
Ranger Gordon will nod in agreement. Yeah, you're welcome to shower if you want. You know, go get some supplies there, get some food, get some water, and then have a nice shower afterwards. At least a cold one. It's better than nothing.
Cold showers are supposed to be good for you anyway.
Yeah, can raise your baseline dopamine over a while. Longer term. There we go. Science in a zombie game.
You sound like the mastermind person that we were hanging out with.
Yeah, well, hope they join us. That'd be nice. Have more people. Strength in numbers, right?
It's usually the goal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should ask what's all downstairs then.
Yeah. Oh, that down in the basement, that's the living area. We've got sort of the work area up here. We're out here, for months on end sometimes, and possibly for months on end, considering all that's gone down. So the showers are down there. It's like a living room, sort of the utilities, some sleeping quarters, things like that.
I'll go ahead and head down that way. Go check out the shower.
Yeah, if you guys want to go down, you can.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Call take turns.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can work your way down to the stairs. And then you'll be able to head down towards the basement. We're going to cut back to the mastermind real quick. So mastermind, you were going to the window, you said?
Yeah, now is that at the basement level window, or is that at
That is the first floor.
the first floor? Okay. So is that going to be difficult to reach from the
I mean,
back
if
of the
you're
building?
Yeah, if you're back far enough, you can kind of see it, but you can't like put your face in it like you did with the bookshelf window.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I just want to go back and see if I can see in that window somehow. Like, is there anything like leaning up against the building that I could climb on, or are there any other windows along that side of the house that I'm already on, by the way?
On the left side, or
On the left side.
no, not on that side. There's no windows. It looks like they mostly have been facing east and west.
Okay. And there were no windows downstairs, just the door.
Correct, because it's sort of built into the hill.
Gotcha. All right. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'll go. I'm going to stay out of the range of the camera, but I'm going to go around and I'm going to look at that window. See if I can see through it again.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, it's going to be an attention check, really, just to look through it.
Oh, here goes nothing. No.
Yeah, you can't see anything. And you're at this point, you're not even sure if the movement you saw earlier was anything in there or just maybe the curtains were moving.
All right. I guess I'll go back to that window that I was at before and try to see if I can see in or hear anything. Obviously, avoiding the cameras.
Sure. You work your way back up to the first floor side, the east side there, and go back to the window. Still just the bookshelves. You can't really see anything past all the books and binders and stuff.
Okay.
You hear like muffled sort of footsteps, but you can't really tell where they're going or anything like that.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. My goal is to probably wait till just past sundown when I can't see anymore, and then maybe I'll just turn myself in.
Okay. All right. Well, you're hanging out outside. So, yeah, cut back to the other group. So the three of you are heading down to the basement to try and look for the showers.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yep. You work your way down the stairs, and when you get to the landing, there is a door there. So that's the door that leads into the basement. Won't make you make any sort of checks here. You do hear sort of a soft. It's like a almost like a muffled, kind of a moaning-ish sound coming from the door. It's really hard to make out.
Oh boy. Somebody down here?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
No response.
Is supposed Gordon following us?
Nope.
Hmm.
You said we're kind of like in a hallway, and then there's just that door, right?
Well, you guys are in the stairs now. If you go back
downstairs.
up the stairs, you'll be in the hallway, and then there's the door to the right. So that bottom right corner was the storage that he mentioned, has extra food and stuff. The longer you're at the bottom of the stair landing, you notice the moaning sound is sort of steady.
I'm gonna try to walk back up.
All right, you successfully navigate the stairs. You're back up top.
I'm gonna talk to Gordon. Hey, Gordon.
Yeah.
I think the door's locked to the shower.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. And he will reach into his pocket and pull out a key ring with 3 keys on it, and he'll take kind of flips through them for a second. It's like, which one is it? Which one is it? And then he pulls one off and hands it to you. It's like, sorry about that. I'm the only one here, so I kind of lock everything just to stay extra safe.
I mean, that makes sense. No, that's fair. Thanks. I'll just you want to just leave it outside the door when I'm done, or give it to the next person, or
Well, that'll get you into the basement, so whenever you guys come back up, just bring it back with you. Lock the door and come back up.
yeah, okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. The bathroom's to the left. There's a little living room area to the right. You guys can sit down, take a load off.
Should take the keys and then head down.
Yep, you have the basement key. Head down. Key into the lock. Open it up. And you notice now that moaning sound again it's a little bit louder now. It's not completely as muffled with the door. It seems to be kind of steady, and it's also, you know what? Let's have everyone make an attention check, except the mastermind, obviously.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out, like whittling something, or take your shoelace off and you're playing Cat's Cradle by yourself somewhere.
Hey.
Adrenaline rush.
Throwback.
Does this sound anything reminiscent to zombies? Would I be able to apply my wit to it or not?
You can apply your wit.
Do you want me to roll again?
Yes, you got a 10, so go ahead and roll an adrenaline rush so you can get another natural 10. On a skill check, that would get you an extra helpful break. Not quite, but it's okay. All right. Rampage is 7, 0, 6, 12. Okay. So, True Zero and Rampage. The moaning sound, it doesn't exactly, for you, True Zero, doesn't exactly sound like a zombie. It's kind of steady and kind of pulsating. Scout, with your lucky break, at this point, you're pretty sure that whirring noise is something mechanical. Could be like the furnace or maybe like a hot water heater or something. Just some kind of utility that's running.
So we're okay.
Yeah. Along with these checks, again, Rampage and Scout, or sorry, not Scout, True Zero. This guy, it's a basement, so it's got kind of that musty basement smell. Scout, you pick up something a little bit different. This is not... There's something kind of pungent mixed in there. Musty, but it's kind of turning on your nose a little bit. You'll notice that the whirring sound is coming from, or the moaning sound is coming from the right, that you're pretty sure is utilities. With your lucky break, that smell, it smells more on the left side. It's more pungent. The right side's more musty. And since you guys are in the basement, let me give you the basement map. I obviously haven't described everything to you yet, but there you go. So as you guys come out of the stairs, you all can see right across from you is a little kitchen area. Looking to the right is you can see a couch, so you know that's the living room area, True Zero, that Ranger Gordon was talking about. And then you do see a hallway to the right that kind of comes down. That's where that humming sound is coming from. And then on the left, there's a door and then sort of a T-junction. And there's another door you can kind of see on the bottom left there, the bottom left corner.
So, you said the gross smell is coming from the right?
Left. The humming sound's coming from the right. The pungent part of the smell is coming from the left.
Be like, guys, there's something gross coming from over there. It stinks.
Would I be able to close the door behind me to the basement?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
You guys can step out into the hallway and then do that.
I'm gonna close this door for a second. I'd say that to the other two.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just me. I'm getting this weird vibe from this guy. I'm gonna kind of try to keep my voice low or whisper. Something just seems off about him. Like, we all heard the announcement. We all heard the radio call. And, I mean, yeah, he kind of sounds like the guy in the radio, but he also kind of doesn't. Like, maybe it's not him. It's not the guy, you know what I mean? And it could just be the radio. Maybe it's different, radio voice, right? But I don't know. I'm just getting a weird vibe from him.
I thought he was kind of weird at first, but he seems pretty nice, and he seems to check out.
Well,
Seems fine to me.
I don't know. I guess we could just poke around, see what's around, and I mean, if it checks out, then maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. Watching too much TV, I guess.
Even if we're living here, I want to probably figure out what that smell is, because that is not it's not nice.
It is pretty stinky.
All right, I'll let you guys ponder that for a second. We're going to cut back to the mastermind real quick. Yeah, you start to sneak over. So this is all happening sort of about the same time. You kind of walk past the door and you head towards the garage door. And as you do that, you hear the door handle on the front door.
God dang it again!
It doesn't open, but you hear a click noise.
Oh, like it locks.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stay out of the way of the cameras anyway. I'm going for that garage door. And is there a way I can kind of sneak underneath the camera so I can't be seen?
I mean, it's pointed right at the door. Like,
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
yeah, like there's not. If anyone's watching, they're probably gonna see you.
Okay.
The question is anyone watching? So
Yeah. Screw it. At this point, I'll just do it.
So you're going up to the garage door?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go up stealthily anyway, in case somebody is watching. Maybe I can be avoided. So like, I'm gonna sneak up the side of the building and go right for the lock, and I'm gonna try to make this super quick.
Sure. In that case, well, I'll give you your option. You can do nimble to try and sneak over, or if you want to use speed to just try and get there as quickly as possible.
Oh, we're gonna nimble because my speed is terrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's -1. It's not that bad. But I guess compared to the 1 for nimble, it is.
Neither of them are. Oh,
hey,
yes.
adrenaline rush. Go ahead and roll another d10. See if we can get success here. No. Okay.
I tried.
Yep. It's a 10% chance to keep going, to get another 10, but it doesn't always work out. It's because it doesn't always work out, it's always so much fun when it does.
Right.
Yeah. All right, yeah, you sneak over, no problem. You make no noise. You're not tripping over anything. It doesn't take you too long to get there. As you reach the garage door, you see that there is one of those like keypads to open it up. So it's like they're usually like a 4-digit code. You would know this working from your background, working in IT and doing all the tech stuff. Is this is just sort of a standard 4-digit passcode to try and open the door.
So I know that has to be touched. So
Correct.
I'm gonna take a little bit of dust or dirt or something and just like dribble it across the thing and see if it sticks to like any like oily residue from fingerprints left behind.
Gotcha.
So this is gonna be a smarts, I hope?
Yeah, sure, we can call that. You're using your brain here. Another 10. All right, adrenaline rush. Go ahead, roll another d10. See if we can connect.
Oh, so close.
So close.
So close.
Yep. In the future, there may be wits that would allow for help on certain things like this. There are a couple fight-based wits that do that. I know, and eventually when we release more content, we'll be able to include some more environmental style wits like this. But all right. With that, though, lucky break 13. Yeah, you sprinkle the dirt over, and it looks like this was freshly touched because 4 numbers pop up. You see some other numbers that have a little bit of dirt on them, but there's 4 that are very distinct compared to the other ones. So you can tell exactly which 4 numbers they are.
Can I have my my lucky break be that I can sort of figure out what it is?
So what I have planned for this is, because you got a lucky break, what we're going to do is a skill check chain for you to try and sort this out. And because you have smarts, I'll let you do that. So you're going to make some smarts checks. And the goal normally is I'd want you to get 4 successes before 3 failures to try and crack this code. Because you got a lucky break, then I'm going to knock 1 success off.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
And these are all smarts, right?
Yep, I'll let you use smarts. You're trying to crack this code. You're trying to think through this. Woo! Yeah. You get a lucky break, so the first one's success, second one's a success. And with that lucky break, I'm going to let you roll with a +1 to your next one as well.
Oh, sweet. So that one's going to be an 8 then.
Yep. Oh, yeah, you rolled it already. Yep, so
I got a little punchy.
I see that. 2 successes, 1 more.
Okay. Ooh, succeeded the cost.
Succeeded a cost?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 3 failures, but that's fine.
Oh, wait. That's right. I'm sorry, I forgot. We're doing a skill check chain. It's different.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So you have 3 failures. That's your first failure. I mean, if you want to succeed at a cost, you can, but I don't think you need to.
Okay, nope.
There's your success. Cool. Yeah. You punch the numbers. You try it this way. You try it that way. The 3rd time's a charm. You hit that, and the garage door starts to open up. It does make garage door opening sounds.
Oh no. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Oh no. To go in without looking, or to hurry up and get in and stop the process of the door opening. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna dive under the door, and I'm gonna shut it from the other side. I'm gonna hit the close button on the other side.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll. I'll let you get under there, no problem. It is kind of dark in here. There's no lights on.
God, okay.
Sun's setting.
So can I need to what? Make an attention check for, or could I argue smarts or actually could I argue a judgment, because I would kind of know where the buttons are usually put.
Yeah, you would inherently know kind of where it would be. Yeah, I'll let you do that. This is a good example where if you made a tension check, I would probably make it odds not in your favor because of how dark it is. But okay.
Yes. Oh, the odds are with the mastermind tonight.
Yeah.
For now.
Roll your adrenaline rush. So roll another d10. Adrenaline. Hey, we got one.
Oh, that's awesome.
On the check to find the garage door opener. Keep rolling. You need to add another one. Jesus.
This never happens.
Wow. All right. I mean, keep going.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So for
that's
skill
by
check
far my
chains,
best run ever.
That's incredible. Yeah. For skill checks, for fights, attacks, anyways, generally we'll keep rolling until someone doesn't roll a 10. So, yeah. For whatever reason, this door opener is not close to the door that goes into the station for some reason, like it should be. It's right there. So you duck, very quickly you hear the sound, you duck under, you roll under, you pop up, you hit it, and it closes real quick. And because of your triple your lucky breaks here, you got 2 additional on your adrenaline rush. You do this so quick that it barely makes any noise. So you are officially have snuck in here.
Awesome.
Yeah. So you are safe and sound inside this dark garage. You also know there wasn't any vehicle in here.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
just sort of like, yeah, there's just sort of like different garage gear, essentially. So there's things like, there's like a jack and jack stands, maybe some extra oil, things like this, some logs for the fire pit outside.
Okay. No people, right? Zombies or otherwise? Okay, good.
Yeah, no people, living or dead.
All right. So I'm going to back up against the wall near the door, just listening to hear if anybody comes in.
Okay.
Basically holding my breath, and I'm going to wait and see if anybody's noticed what I did.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. While you're doing that, we'll cut back to the other group. You guys are in the basement. Have you decided on what you'd like to do?
I say investigate the stink.
Take a shower. Got nothing to fear. That guy was totally 100% honest.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to take a shower, the bathroom is basically right in front of you to the left. So just to the left of the kitchen. You can go in the door and start, getting shower ready. So So Scout, you want to investigate the smell. True Zero, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna check out the kitchen and I'm gonna see if there's any like because that is a kitchen straight ahead, right? Or
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that the workshop?
No, it's a kitchen. Workshop was upstairs.
I'm gonna see if there's any other cool utensils, like sharp objects.
Yeah, sure. All right. Rampage, you're in the shower. No problem. True Zero, you go into the kitchen. Yeah, it's a pretty basic kitchen. You wouldn't expect a ranger station to have a full, set of handmade Japanese carving knives and all that. It's pretty utilitarian. So the knives you find are pretty much the same as yours. Like you have like the biggest sort of like Michael Myers kitchen knife with you. So nothing that's any better than that. Nothing any bigger than that. There's some pots and pans, some plates, things like that.
Is there like a big frying pan?
I mean, not huge, but big enough. You could have a one-handed weapon as a frying pan if you wanted.
I'll take a frying pan.
Nice. All right. So that's a blunt weapon. So normally that would be forced or nimble. You're playing a True Zero, so that's sort of an advantage. You can kind of use whatever weapon. Yeah. So it'll still follow the same stats as your kitchen knife. All right, Scout, you are moving down the left. And I know you got a lucky break for this smell. So when you reach that T-junction, you look to your right. You see a doorway, or you see a door there towards the top of the map there. And you look to your left, you see there is a door that leads to the bottom left room. And then there's also a door that leads to a room that's sort of just to your left. And you're pretty sure, based on the layout, that's where that basement door would go into. The smell is coming more so from the left.
I'm gonna follow my nose.
Follow your nose? All right. It takes you to that door that goes to the bottom left corner room.
Alright. And then I guess I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. Are you trying to be like super sneaky about it or just opening it up?
Quiet, but not like it's, dude's trustworthy. Shouldn't be anything to hide. It's just stinky.
Yep. Okay. You open it up and you're sort of horrified at what you see.
Uh-oh.
There is 5 zombies in this room that are alive, that are sort of sitting down and starting to get up at the noise of the shower being turned on. There is one other body in here that has sort of been eaten beyond recognition.
No. Well, I'm gonna quickly but very quietly close the door.
All right.
Be very sneaky about it.
Very sneaky about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have you roll a nimble check.
Do I get a +1 for being sneaky?
Yes, we'll count that.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't, but we'll count it. Nice.
Yeah.
So real quick, I'm gonna make some rolls for the zombies here, just to see what they do. Because there's a bunch of them, I am giving them odds in their favor. Because you open the door, there's the shower happening, there's a lot of noise being made. That plus, oh yeah, +3. So that's a 13 total, which is going to beat your score. And they get to do an adrenaline rush.
Oh. Hey.
Well, they got halfway there. They got the 1 part. They didn't get the 0. So, yeah, you open the door. You see all these zombies here. And they all slowly start to look at you. And it's one of those scenes where you just like slowly close the door. It's almost comical how it looks. And you close it.
Just gonna go.
Just gonna back away. They see you, yep. What would you like to do?
Once the door is closed, there's not a lock on the outside, is there?
No.
Okay. Quickly, you know, like that really quiet high step that you see in like, you know, cartoons and stuff. Gonna do
Yeah,
that back to where, you know, the others were and try to find them.
All right, you hear the shower going. You know the rampage was in there. You saw the True Zero go into the kitchen. He's got a frying pan in his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly run up to them and be like, guys, we need to go.
Why? What's going on? What's up?
There's like 5 zombies in that room and they ate somebody and we need to go.
See, I knew something was wrong here. This isn't right. Let's get back upstairs.
You hear shower sounds.
No.
He's literally to the left of the kitchen, so he was right there. You can open the door, and I don't know, Rampage, did you close the door to the bathroom?
You know, he probably wouldn't.
He's just, so you walk by, and he's just in there showering, like he didn't even pull the curtain back. He's just in all his glory. Just in the shower.
She's going to cover her eyes and be like, get out of the shower.
Yeah, you heard all this, Rampage. Because they're all right there.
Would I have heard them over the shower?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God! You throw the towel on.
Just the towel?
I mean, do I have time for more than that?
It's up to you. I mean, it's up to you. It's going to take you a couple of minutes.
I assume I don't have time to dry off if she didn't lock the door.
That would be a good assumption, I think.
Alright, so, yeah, we'll just grab the towel for now.
Alright.
And my hammer. My hammer, too.
Alright, well, yeah, if you guys all want to... You said you want to head back upstairs, True Zero, is that correct?
Yeah, no, I want to go back upstairs.
Alright. I assume everyone's going with him.
Yes, get away from all of those zombies.
Not a bad idea. Alright, yeah, so you guys book it back upstairs. You come through the hallway into the radio room where you last saw Ranger Gordon. Air quotes, Ranger Gordon. And, yeah. Mastermind, you're in the garage. You hear this pounding of footsteps, like it's multiple people, like moving closer and closer towards the garage door.
Shit.
That leads into the station.
Oh, they found me. Okay. I'm gonna, I'm gonna canonically say that I start looking around and I find a fire poker and I arm myself.
Oh, so this is where you found it? All right,
yeah,
perfect.
this is where I find my weapon.
Awesome. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine for me. Let's say you before you went into the garage, you grabbed it from the fire pit outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm good with that.
Got it. I'm wielding it two-handed style.
Okay.
And I am holding an action to hit whatever comes through that door at me.
Okay. Perfect. You're primed and ready. Ready to stab that at somebody. Gonna poke somebody. The rest of you run up into the room, and you don't see Ranger Gordon at all.
Oh, this guy's stinky. He's bad. He left us here with those things down there. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, nope, don't like him now. He's not nice.
What about those supplies? Do we want to look through that before we leave?
Are we leaving, or are we just... What are we doing?
I mean, do you want to stay here? Because I don't know anymore. Because if I don't want to stay here with a guy I can't trust, and then a basement full of zombies. That's just me, though. I don't know.
I mean, there's enough of us, we could just take this place.
It does have a lot of supplies. Do we want to...
Well, where's this Gordon dude at, if that's even his name? Because I
Yeah.
truthfully don't believe that's even him.
We should definitely find that guy.
Yeah.
Now that the other two of you have basically caught him lying, you know that he's not up to no good.
Do we want to deal with what's downstairs, or do we want to try to find him?
Let's find him. We can deal with the downstairs later.
Are they right outside the door to the garage? Like, can I hear them? Or are they still in the stairwell?
I would say at this point, you could actually probably hear them.
Oh, okay. So I will keep the poker held aloft to hit in case I need to.
Okay.
But I will try the door and see if I can open it a crack to see who's there.
Yep, you go ahead and try to open the door, and it opens.
Okay.
And you slowly swing it open, and you see your three, at least two friends, plus this third guy.
Hey guys, we can go out this way if you need.
Where the heck did you go?
I was just checking the place out.
This dude's not good. Not nice.
Well, I could have told you that from the time we rolled up on this place.
He's got zombies in the basement.
Oh God. Yeah, we should go.
And that's when you guys hear a zombie moan, like you've never heard before.
Oh no.
It is bigger, it is deeper, it is more guttural. And based on that map from the first floor that you saw, the workshop area, that door bursts open into pieces as a hulking zombie comes out with a chain around its neck, and behind it, holding that chain, is who you think was Ranger Gordon. This zombie has had metal plates, well, like fused to it. There's scrap metal, like blades coming off its arms. Like he's been busy in that workshop.
What the heck?
I'm gonna scream.
That is appropriate. And let's start a fight.
Oh boy.
So if everyone could please roll a speed check.
Boy.
Every time I go to type plus and then I remember it's a minus. No. I think is that the same I got on the first speed
Yeah,
check?
you're bringing up the rear, something like that, or maybe it was a 0. I don't know.
Oh, that's awful.
All right. So let me make a couple rolls. Even with a -3, it still goes before you.
I'm just screaming.
With that. Yes, so this person, who again you still know as Ranger Gordon, is holding this chain behind it. It's almost like he's got a zombie pet. And in fact, in places where it hasn't had metal fused to it, you can make out somewhat of a ranger uniform. You can make out part of a name tag that says GOR before it gets ripped off. That's enough for you to piece together that this hulking zombie used to be the actual Ranger Gordon.
Oh no.
Poor Gordy.
Mm-hmm. But the person that you thought was Ranger Gordon, that is in fact not Ranger Gordon. Basically, you have two enemies. You have a zombie and you have an alive person who's kind of a jerk. And in this game, if you check out the core rulebook, you will find a section about jerks. Jerks are enemy NPCs because they do stupid stuff and be real jerks, just like this. So you're fighting one zombie, one jerk.
Oh boy.
Bad news is, jerk goes first. He rolled an 8. He is going to not even say anything, but he is going to basically command, and by command, he's going to push the zombie towards one of you. I'm going to do this at random. So. Oh, mastermind.
Oh,
I was going left
I am
to right.
screaming.
Yeah, you're screaming, so it works out. It's going to push the zombie, towards the mastermind, and in doing so, he is essentially helping the zombie. He's taking the help action. So this zombie is going to get a +1 to the next check that it makes before its turn, before the end of its next turn.
You
And
can
then-
help a zombie. It's awful.
And he is going to also take the defend action for himself. He's positioned behind the zombie, using him sort of as a, I guess, an inhuman shield. And he's going to take the defend action. Up next will be the scout. I should say you are all basically in the main room here. So everybody is basically within close range at this point. If you want to move down the hallway or move into the garage or the storage room, that would be all probably about medium range, so take a move action to get there.
I want to run away. I have to roll a defense roll, or oh no,
Not yet.
He's not
It's not-
attacking yet.
It's not the zombie's turn yet. Yeah, it's the scout's turn.
Well, I'm gonna attack Zombie Gordon.
All right. Yeah, go for it. See what you can pull up here. Just so everyone knows, this zombie, Gordon, is one of our advanced zombies, and we'll pull him up on the screen right now. And this is a big boy.
Ooh.
And all the zombies have special abilities. You notice that this one just says good luck. So it is going to roll its defense roll
I bet it's pretty high.
with a +1. It's got a pretty good defense. The defense is 4, so it's going to add +5 to its roll.
No.
Yeah, so you swing with your katana and it just glances off one of the metal plates that's been attached to him.
Can I use my move action to shift around the my friends here and put a rampage between me and the zombie?
Yeah, you could basically back up, back down the hall. That way you'll be away from you'll basically be now medium range from the zombie.
And then I'll pat him on the back and say good, you try. And then so I'll use the help action.
Well, you attacked and then you moved, so that's your two actions.
Well, never mind then.
Yeah, if you want to... Yeah, so that's it.
Just words of encouragement then.
All right, yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. Speaking of... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's funny because that's what it says on the card, and I didn't think we would use it quite that frequently.
Yeah, every time it comes up, it's just good luck. Oh, boy. But speaking of, good luck to the Rampage. It is your turn, Rampage.
Attack!
That's the spirit.
I'm gonna go for the human guy.
Okay.
Butcher.
Yeah, he's kind of behind. So if you want to kind of just try to move up to him, you'll be closer to the zombie, but you'll be closer to him. And that'll let you do that.
I'll do that.
All right. Sounds good. So go ahead and roll your attack. He took the defense action, so he's going to have the odds in his favor. But he doesn't have much in the way of resilience, so...
Damn.
Well, no, that added him again. Sorry. It's an 8, so you still hit him.
Nice.
Yeah, so you crush him for across the shoulder for 4 damage, right? So it's gonna
That's
lose
for
4.
lying to us, you jerk.
Perfect.
And my next action will be the defense action.
Yep. Oh, that works. Because you have follow through the wit, right? You get to splash an extra damage over to the big boy.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then you take the defend action. Awesome. You are ready to defend. True Zero, it is your turn.
Okay, let me look here. I kind of want to take a swing at this big zombie.
I mean, it's right there.
It's a bad idea, but I mean, it's kitchen knife time, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't take frying pan?
I do have the frying pan,
He's
but,
got both.
Oh.
but this thing's got metal plates. And like, I don't know, I feel like a piercing weapon to get in between some of the spots, you know, in my brain. I'm like, yeah, that'd
Gotcha.
be cool.
That makes
So,
sense.
I don't have anything in my other hand, so would I be able to two-hand this
Yeah.
kitchen knife?
Yeah, so if we'll pop your character sheet up, so you can see that the one-handed is circled, so that you can, it's a one-handed weapon, but you can wield the one-hand weapon with 2 hands, you know, given you don't have anything in the other hand, to get just a little bit more control, so you get a +2 weapon bonus instead of the +1.
So then on the roll, it would be just a +2?
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah, you managed to get in between those plates and stick them up in there for there's a lot of muscle in there for some reason. Ranger Gordon was like a super ranger. He's like a Power Ranger. He was quite the man's man of Forest Rangers. But you get through there, and you're gonna deal 2 more damage to him, so some more toughness is gonna come off. Awesome.
Yeah.
So that was your attack action. And you have 1 more left.
So I'm probably gonna try to move away.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because I could defend also. So
Yeah.
I'll try to back. You know what? I'll try to defend myself. Why not? I'll do
All right.
that.
Take the defend action. That works for you. So you'll have odds in your favor on your next defense check before your next turn. All right. It is Zombie Gordon's turn. Since he was helped in the way of the mastermind, he is going after you.
Great.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a defense roll.
Oh, man. Oh, wish me luck, y'all.
Good luck.
You don't need it. You got this.
All right. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, no.
Adrenaline rush.
Oh, on this big guy, too. Oh.
Oh, okay. That would have been great. But it didn't happen. But he does hit you. And he clobbers you. He's basically dealing... We'll say that his actual attack did 4 points of damage to you. But with the
Okay.
blades on everything, it actually became 5. So you're going to lose 5 toughness. Which, for those playing along at home, is a third of the total toughness allowed for PCs.
I am in rough shape, guys.
She's already got some damage.
I
Yep.
am. I am well below half. No,
This-
I'm right around half. Never mind.
Right around half. All right. This has an infection rate of just 10% at the moment.
Oh, that's
So
right.
still make a resilience check to see an infection check. So roll out your resilience. We'll see if you get infected. I think it would be hilarious, but you know.
Well, you know what's really funny about this is that, much like I don't have a defense roll, I don't have any resilience.
Imagine that. It's like they're
Oh,
connected.
thank
somehow.
God. Okay, it was a 7 though. We're good.
Yep, you are not infected. You're hurt quite a bit, but you're not infected. Good news, though, it is now your turn.
Okay. Whew. So I imagine I'm splattered against a wall. I'm still standing.
Yeah, he basically just, you came out of that doorway from the garage, and he just, like, hit you so hard you just blasted back into the wall.
I am running.
In the hallway. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna run behind the rampage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use... You can take him! And turn the rampage in the direction of the big boy.
All right, that works. I like how it went from you could take him to oh god, you could take him.
And that's my turn.
Sure. So you use your attack action with your wit, allowing the rampage to make a free attack. Rampage, she asks you to attack the big boy zombie here.
Gotcha.
Ooh, it rolled well. But you're gonna roll pretty well too. Kind of. Yeah, you wind your hammer up, kind of clang. You just hit a piece of the metal armor. All right, so that's your turn, Mastermind. It is Ranger Gordon's turn. He is going to use his interact action to basically, he's got a machete sitting over just inside the workshop there. So he's just going to reach in and grab that. And then he's going to take a swipe at the rampage. So rampage, defense roll. And he's going to slice you across the towel for for 2 damage. Yeah. Good news though, your towel does not fall off. So you're gonna lose 2 toughness.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, did you take the defend action?
I did. Oh, that's right.
Yes. Get the odds in your favor to do this. Yeah. Since we forgot, if you want, and we know that you can take this and then save it for later, or if you want to use it here, you can.
God damn it!
10, which means that you tied the attack, and ties go to the attacker, so you still take it.
Damn it.
Yep. It's only 2. You got plenty more, I'm sure. All right, Scout, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna get back up there and attack the big guy.
Okay. I would say yeah, because you moved away, you'll probably have to use your move action to get back up there to attack him.
Yep. Mhm.
All right, move on up.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and make your attack. Nice.
Yeah.
You hit him. Adrenaline rush. Sorry. Go ahead and roll another d10. Halfway there. Just need the 0. Yeah, but you do slash him on one of the open spots, and he's gonna lose 4 more toughness. He still seems stable though.
Oh boy.
Rampage, it is your turn. Who would you like
I'm
to
gonna
attack?
switch my attention to the big metal plate guy.
Okay. That works.
Adrenaline rush.
Whoa. Yeah, you hit it. Adrenaline rush. Oh, that would have been so cool. Yeah, you basically whip that sledgehammer around and crack him, we'll say across the leg, dealing some more damage to him. He's going to lose 4 more toughness. And follow through. So, because Ranger Gordon's still within close range, and by Ranger Gordon I mean this imposter, you're going to deal 1 damage to him for your wit, since you followed through.
Sounds good.
Yep.
I like that wit a lot.
Yeah.
And
It's only 1 damage, but I feel like it adds up over a fight. So
I'll take the
Especially
defend action again as my second one.
defend action, perfect. True Zero, you're up.
Alrighty, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and probably. You know what? What's the distance between me and Imposter Gordon here?
You are. It's kind of. You'd have to basically, because of the zombie is so huge, it's going to take a move action to get to him, just to get around the zombie. Normally you'd be in close range, but he's providing quite a big obstacle, so you can take a move action to get there and attack him.
Nah, you know what? I'll still just keep working on the big guy.
All right.
I'm like thinking about it, like, who do I want to hit? Who do I want to hit? But now I'm already laying into this guy. Might as well.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try to swing with the frying pan.
Okay.
To just be goofy. I don't know why. Just why not?
Sure.
I haven't used it yet. Frying
Yeah, why
pan,
not?
Two-handed. And you said it has the same bonus as the kitchen knife, so that works.
Yeah, it's a one-hand. It's a basic one-handed weapon, so it's the same stats. It's just a matter of, since you're a true zero.
Oh no.
Guys, all your ears start ringing as that giant clang sounds out and echoes through this room as the true zero hits the big boy with his frying pan right on a piece of scrap metal.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's almost like you get like the vibrations through your hands there, true zero. like it almost hurts that you did that.
I got a little too excited. I thought I could hurt it with this, but the knife was a better choice. And I'm going to see if I can move away.
Yeah, if you want, you can move back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move back.
All right, back into the hallway. That works. It is zombie's turn. It's got the scout right in front of it now, so scout, please make a defense roll. And
Oh,
the
no.
zombie tries to just tries to backhand you.
I have -3 to defense.
Well, I think it hits you. We'll roll just to see, because you could get.
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't, no. He's gonna adrenaline rush.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah. Scout. So
Am I dead?
no, I don't. Well, what is your toughness at?
That's 15 still.
Yeah, you're not dead. You are going to. So because it got an extra 10, that means the weapon damage is doubled. So it goes from. Yeah. It basically adds every additional 10 you'd get would add an additional weapon damage. So instead of 5, you were taking 10 damage as this thing backhands you so hard. Part of the blades on its arms slice you across the chest, and it hits you square in the jaw, and you go flying back into the hallway, almost hitting the true zero. Please make a check for infection, which is also not good for you, because I think that's your resilience is -3,
Resilience.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So D10 -3. You are now infected.
Oh boy.
You have a -1 to all your stats while you're infected. And it's going to take either antibiotics or an antidote to cure this, which we will discuss at another time. But we'll come back real quick. Mastermind, it is your turn.
Oh, I just watched the scout go flying. You guys just watch as my life flashes before my eyes. And, I get this look, I just go completely pale. And I'm just gonna tap the, Rampage on the shoulder repeatedly, push him in the direction of the giant zombie that is slowly making mincemeat of the rest of this crew. And I say, you can take him, you can take him, you can take him.
Becoming more and more panicked and delirious. Perfect. All right, Rampage, go ahead and attack the zombie. Yeah. Yep. You swing really hard into this big boy, and you hit it hard enough that it actually drops to one knee. It's not dead yet, but it's really not looking good. And Ranger Gordon also catches a piece of the hammer through the follow-through. That was your first act. Oh, sorry, that was the mastermind's turn. So that was your first action. What would you like to do for your second action?
Oh, gosh, yes, okay. So, she's just watching this in abject terror. You know what? It's almost dead, but the guy that is posing as Ranger Gordon is not dead, correct?
He's not dead.
Alright,
He's been hit a bunch, but he's not dead.
I'm gonna take my little fire poker and I'm gonna stab at thee.
Well, you just use your attack action though to have.
Oh, that's right. That's
the
right.
That's your wit. Yeah.
That's the
Just use your
downside.
Yeah. So you only get one attack action.
I'm gonna take the defense action then.
Defend action. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. You are defending with your fire poker.
Yep.
All right. It's Ranger Gordon's turn. He is just gonna try and take a swipe at the rampage again. And I believe you're defending. Yeah, you're good. Well, roll again. You might get an adrenaline rush. Ah, that would have been fun. All right, he stabs ineffectually at you with the machete. That's the end of his turn. Scout, is your turn. You are very badly hurt, but not dead.
Okay. Being very hurt and damaged, just gonna take a second. Just gonna look around.
Okay.
Is there a way to get up in behind the false liar man? To stab him in the back without getting hit by the big thing?
You could use your move action to get around him. So you could reach the imposter Gordon
Without being like right next to the big guy.
You'd still be within range, but you're not the one that hit him most recently, so
Okay.
he wouldn't go for you necessarily.
The scout's gonna try that.
All right, yeah, you slink on by, hug in the wall, get right up to imposter Gordon, and take an attack.
Yeah, and then would I subtract 1 from my attack roll, so it'd be 4?
Why?
Because infection.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd lose 1 from the speed.
I thought you were talking. Yeah, I thought you were talking one-handed or something. No. Yeah. So, yep. So it'll be a 4 because you have a -1 to your speed now.
Adrenaline rush.
Wow. Nice. Adrenaline rush.
Jeez.
You've rolled a lot of these today.
Scout is angry.
10% chance. So, yeah, but you do basically run him through through the guts a little bit, and he is not dead, but he's not looking good. Mastermind, you can see him start to cough up some blood as this tip of this sword kind of pokes out through his stomach at you.
Is it free action to spit on him?
Yeah, it's quite a novelty. Spit back. Sure. Gross. All right. That's your turn, Rampage. Both of the zombie and imposter Gordon are looking pretty bad. So if you want
Zombie!
Yeah. Nope. He's still alive.
Curse his metal armor.
Yep.
And I'll defend.
Defend. All right. That works. True 0.
All right. I'm just gonna take another swing at the big guy, but this time with the kitchen knife, two-handed.
You got it. Go for it. Oh.
Because I moved away, that means I also have to move up.
Yeah, you'll have to move back, technically.
I'll move back.
Okay.
Although to be fair, we haven't tried the throw mechanics yet. You could just
No.
chuck the knife.
I was expecting, I was waiting to see if the katana was going to get thrown.
I thought about it.
No need, as the true zero, the one and true zero. Yeah, you basically run at this guy and try to jam your kitchen knife into him. You hit the armor at first, but it glances off, and it basically turns up, and you hit him right up through the neck, through the mouth, up into the brain, and this giant monstrosity drops dead.
Oh, yes. I almost feel bad because this is the real Gordon, but it didn't really give me much of a choice.
Right?
Nope.
I just kind of point the knife at the other guys, and now we got to deal with you.
Yep. Speaking of, Mastermind, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take an interact action and look at him and point my fire poker at him and say, "Why?"
And he will respond to you just saying, well, because I can.
And I'm gonna tap the Rampage on the shoulder, point at him continually with my fire poker, and say, "Take him."
All right, Rampage. You get to make your attack. Yeah. How would you like to do this?
Hammer straight to the chest,
Nice.
collapsing the chest cavity.
Yes. Yeah, you basically we'll retcon it a little bit where the katana stabbed through more in his chest area, so it's already softened up. And the exit wound, you just put your hammer straight through. And he collapses down in a dying heap.
Don't let him fall on me.
He,
Really hurt.
yeah.
And I'm gonna go over with my fire poker just to end my turn ish, and just impale it right through his brain so he doesn't rise again.
We're out of a fight, so that works for me.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, guys. You defeated the main villain. You still have some stuff to deal with downstairs if you want to secure this as a base or something like that for yourselves. Something else to consider is the message is still playing on the radio.
Oh yeah.
Inviting people, so you might want to do that. You could check out the utilities room. The storage room. All kinds of things. But I think this is where we're going to end our session, though. So, nobody died. Someone almost died.
Poor scout.
Yep. So, well, what'd you guys think?
Oh my god, this was so much fun. I feel like a lot of the stuff really played the way we wanted it to, where it's just like,
Yeah.
we sort of put the tools in front of people and you can just run with it. Which not to brag, but that was the point, was that we make a game that was easy enough to play for new players and complicated enough where somebody could really, fine-tune things and do things that otherwise normally they couldn't do.
No, 100%. That's been our goal with this game from the beginning. Is its character creation is simple enough. All the dice rolls are simple enough. You use a D10 the whole time. Maybe you roll 2 for odds in your favor, or you can roll the same one twice. All the math is really simple, so it lets people get into the game really easily. I believe, James, I know this was maybe your second time playing this. Is that correct?
Yeah, this is actually my second time, and this is the first time I actually joined late, but even just jumping in and getting used to the True Zero, I mean, it just felt really fun because it was just kind of like, it's just luck for me, not going based off of any pluses, any stats. It's just luck, and it's a lot of fun.
Well,
Yep.
And I kind of enjoyed that you joined late too, because part of the fun of this game is also, if you get clobbered in one fight and your tune dies, you literally just roll another character and just join back in the storyline, picking up survivors as you go.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And as part of playtests that I've done, we've had that happen where someone died in one scene, and by the time we made it to the next scene, they had a new character spun up real quick, and they were back in the game. Our goal is to make this, as you saw, one person almost died. The scout almost died in one hit.
That was pretty impressive.
And so characters are going to die, but again, our goal is hopefully when they do, it's probably going to be really funny. So,
and also that you'll be able to, first of all, jump right back in, and also track on your character sheet, like, how many days did your character survive before you had to roll a new one? Can you beat that high score?
Yep. How many characters? What character are you on? You can track how many you played in the campaign. So it's a good time. It works really well, I think, for like a full campaign. These one shots, it works great for. And I think I said this at the beginning. If you did enjoy this and you want to check out the core rulebook, you can go to Illuminacrum.com. That's where you can find out more about the game, where you can buy it. And this this one shot that we've run here is actually going to be in that core rulebook, in case you want to run it. And eventually, we are going to have a lot more content. So we'll have a full campaign, maybe some different scenarios, one shots like this that we can do as well. So very excited for that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sarah, any other final words?
No, I mean, I think you summed it up pretty good. Check us out at Illuminacrum.com or our YouTube, and obviously come back because we're going to play some more of these with our lovely friends and coworkers here. And I just really wanted to say thank you to Leon, Mimic, and James for joining us and letting us, play test with you some more.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been very helpful to have all this feedback from you guys. And like she said, stay tuned. We're going to have more gameplay videos. We're going to have probably some more videos just talking about the game itself, just from a developer standpoint, Sarah and I. But awesome. Well, everyone, go ahead and say goodnight, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
All right. Well, take care, and I guess stay alive. It's good. It's a good plan.